Hi guys, welcome to Tamra's Tarot Variety. Today is, let me look. Today is Saturday, March 13th, 2021. So today I would like to welcome Michael Hutchence. Yay! Hi, Michael. He's just kind of hovering. I feel so bad. He's a little impatient. He's been with me for a while. I actually made this video a couple days ago, but I was so tired, you guys. I watched it and it was just a mess. So I'm redoing it. He's back. He's doing like prayer hands. He is tan and his hair is just beautiful. It's like really wavy and it has like natural highlights in it. He's laughing. He's like, yeah, natural. So he's saying like, yeah, in the 90s, he had natural highlights. And he's wearing a white gauzy shirt like he wore last time. And he has like this thick, nice leather belt. It's brown and jeans, kind of like Levi's. Yeah, he likes Levi's. He said they're normal though. They're not saggy. Yeah, I can see that. And they're kind of like worn, like you would wear at the beach. And he's wearing a brown, like sort of beaded, it's brown beads with a cross. He's like big fan of Jesus. He said not to offend anyone because you'll see later, we'll talk a little bit about religion. So I just want to get into it, and he's going to let me do that because I did automatic writing. We've been talking for a while, so I know and he knows there are some people who are tuning in because they just want to know about his death. So I actually want to tell you that first. I don't want to drag it out. So, okay. So you all know this is Michael Hutchence. He's bowing, lead singer of INXS. He was born January 22nd, 1960, and he died November 22nd, 1997, at the age of 37. And he's saying he was an indigo aura, one of the first. Okay, so for those of you who are into numerology, so he was born January 22nd and he died November 22nd. So 1/22 and 11/22. And he's saying, yeah, he's a twin flame and his twin flame is with him. Hi, Polly Yates. And they're a beautiful couple. And Peaches Geldof is here. She's a little quiet. She's a little worried. She's wearing black. Okay, so let's get right into what you all want to know. And then for those of you who are really into my channel and the woo-woo and wanting to know more about Michael can stay with me. So the big question, did he take his own life? No, absolutely not. He did not take his own life. His twin flame, his wife at the time, Paula Yates, who also, they said that she had taken her own life by an overdose, and she did not. And then Peaches Geldof, absolutely, well, they all absolutely, but she's really angry, guys. She did not take her own life. And Peaches is more angry because, like, she's just beside herself because she wasn't, well, she's saying as a spirit she's at peace, but she hadn't touched a drug in years, was not a party girl, was a mom. So, okay. So let's go back to Michael. He was found with something like a belt around his neck and with substances in his system. So this was a hit, guys. It was a paid hit. So all three of them, it was paid. They were taken out. The same man was responsible, same man in the music industry was responsible for the hit on all three of them. And I cannot say his name. They said it's just not safe. I want to, but it's not safe. Very powerful person. So he paid for these hits. In addition, so, you know, he was a big enemy of Michael's. He humiliated him, made it look like he had taken his own life. They put substances in his system, and they also made it look like it was autoerotic death by, I'm not going to say the first part, but asphyxia. It wasn't. And everyone believed it, he said, because he was like a very sensual performer. And that's the thing, guys. He is here. He has a lot of messages, but one of his messages is whatever your, first of all, the person who took him out is a narcissist. All three of these people here, Michael, Paula, and Peaches, they're all empaths. And they would like you all to learn about the narcissist empath dance. So, okay, he's saying beware. People will use, especially narcissists, will use your traits against you. So whatever you're known for, they can use that, you know, to take you out. And he's saying it's very common, guys. It's very common for people to take each other out. Sometimes, like, they're famous, so we know about it, but sometimes it's poison. People do all kinds of things and make it look like natural causes, or, you know, that the person took their own life. So he's asking people to really beware of that. And Peaches would like you all to know she was a happy mom, clean, sober. She hadn't partied for years. She had partied in her old modeling days, but that's it. Yeah, she really wants you all to know that. And another big reason that he's here, this is impending danger. He is worried about Tiger Lily. his daughter that he had with Paula, he is saying quite clearly that she is in danger. Not only that, but she doesn't realize what has happened. Her estate was stolen from her by a narcissist with control issues. And if she doesn't behave the way this person wants, she will be taken out too. And it is just awful. And what is very sad is many people are raised like this. So Tiger Lily is semi-famous, but she's not given the proper money and just what she would need to hold that position. So it's very dangerous for her. Just in general with her being out there, but also she's in danger of the same person that took them out. But he's saying it is extra abusive. If you hear about famous people and they say like they don't give their children any money, those are the children that end up like really messed up. And you think like, oh, well, why should the children have money if their parents were famous? But you guys, you need money to live. And if you grow up in a certain environment, especially like your friends are going to have money. And even guys, people who aren't wealthy, their parents help them. They give them money. You need that to be successful in general. Yes, there's those, there's always exceptions to the rule. The people who pull themselves up by the bootstraps and go to college, all that stuff, or become, an athlete, a musician, an actor, but those are few and far between. You need support. Oftentimes, that sort of attitude comes with a stinginess and a lack of support. So be on the lookout if you hear that that's happening to someone, because he's saying it's a form of abuse. Okay, so that kind of covers the facts. I just want to go back to his birthday, January 22nd, 1960. So people born on that day are empathetic, revolutionary, and ingenious. And yes, that's true. And he's like being shy, like looking down. But it's in the true spirit of Aquarius. And that's why he's here too, guys. So of course he was an early Indigo and an Aquarius. That makes so much sense, because they're generally, Aquarius are before their time, a little bit before their time. Or he's saying it could be a lot. But he's saying it funny. He's not being egotistical. So he's also here because, as you all know, we are in the age of Aquarius. So, he's here for that too, and for what that represents, which he is saying it is unity consciousness, like I've said. He's having a hard time relaxing, because they all are, because they are really worried about Tiger Lily. And he's hoping she gets this message that she's in danger. So if someone could pass that along. Okay, so moving on from that, just for now, there's a picture in the thumbnail of this video, And I'm in that picture. So I met Michael Hutchence, I believe it was around 1995, 1996 in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And you can see my two friends in that picture. We met him, his two bandmates, Kurt with the black glasses, you can see in the picture. I can't remember what the other guy's name is, but you can see there's like guys in the background of that picture. I think they were locals, but we met them at a bar and we drove to a restaurant with them and, you know, partied with them. I was with my friends, we were flight attendants, and so it's interesting. So it was an unusual night. Michael was in a really bad mood. He said that he was given a hard time. His music wasn't doing as well. I mean, his music is awesome. So guys, please check that out. He's been singing Never Tear Us Apart. Do 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 do. He's singing We Could Live. He's been singing Never Tear Us Apart. That's one of his, well, I loved INXS. I still do. But you guys can listen to that, especially if I have any younger viewers and you're not familiar with their music. Like those two kids, the twins. You guys should check out INXS. It's really good. So, okay, I digress. He's laughing. But anyway, so he was in a bad mood, and, you know, we were all drinking, and as we were driving from the bar that we met at to the restaurant, he was kind of getting aggressive. He was making fun of us, and, you know, he was trying to be funny, and we didn't laugh. And then he said that Americans have no sense of humor. And I remember I was really bold and pissy. I was like, well, what do you think we threw it over from the Mayflower in the water? I thought that was really funny. And I can't believe I was like in my 20s and arguing with the lead singer of INXS. But you know how you are in your 20s. I was feeling bold, and we were drinking. And then when we got to the restaurant, he and I had a little moment. Like, we walked to the bar, and I just looked at him and he looked at me, and it just felt familiar, but not like attraction. Like, even though, Michael, you're very attractive, he said back at you, like, we weren't attracted to each other, which not everyone needs to be, but you know how it is. You're like, oh, does that person like me? Do they, you know? So that wasn't there for us. He was attracted to my friend Michelle, and they had a little argument. But anyway, as we were walking to the bar, he bought us drinks, and he just had that familiar feeling, which I'll get to after this story. So he was just ranting and raving about different things, talking to everyone. We were all having a good time. I felt a little bit ignored because Kurt was kind of shy, and I thought he was cute. And then the other guy was kind of aggressive and really drunk. So of course I wanted to stay. We were with INXS, but I kind of wanted to go too, So I just ordered nachos, which you can see in the picture. So I think it's in that picture. I didn't take out the pictures; they're kind of boxed away. But I had it on my phone, so I put it in the thumbnail. But he was getting like really, he was like on a soapbox. And I remember getting fed up, and I was just like arguing with him, and he was arguing with my friend Michelle. And then the cute, you can see in the background of the picture, the cute, like, I think they were local Puerto Rican guys. They told Michelle and I to be quiet. I was so pissed. I was like, that's so unfair. But then Michael started talking, and some of the things he was saying, you know, I remembered years later, and I remember now, and it makes sense. He was mad because American audiences are very fickle. And this is something I've actually had other spirits tell me. And, you know, I've thought of this myself, or, you know, I don't know anymore if spirit told me this, but it's something that I discovered by traveling, is that, you know, in America, we build people up and then we just tear them down, and it's a bad habit. And I'm not saying, and he's not saying that they don't do that in other countries. It's just that they're a little more loyal and a little less, like, we're very almost like teenagers. And yeah, he mentioned this before. It's talking about cancel culture, and it's so big here. And you know, we're just a little more immature in as a group think. Like, you know, we should as adults know what's good music, like it, and respect it. But many musicians do well, and he's mentioning like Nickelback, you know, they do well, and then people overplay them and then just bash on them. And it's really unfair, and it's really abusive, because this is the person's calling and their career. And it's very, like, he's saying like teenage girl energy and Jezebel type energy of like cattiness, where like, oh, I don't like that anymore. He's going like, and you know, it just sucks. It's awful. And he's talking about, like, you know, in many countries, like, there's less of a generation gap, and people feel more free to enjoy things, even music and food and stuff. It's less trendy. He's not saying it's perfect, but he's hoping that, you know, in America, we get less trendy. Like, we know what we like, and we just enjoy it, because that's what he played music because that was his calling, guys. He enjoyed it. And he wants you all to see that. Don't build people up so high and then tear them down. You know, you can look up to people that are talented. He's saying he did too. But, you know, it's just so extreme. So let's go back to that moment. I need some water. Where we had a knowing moment in the bar. And watch out for these knowing moments, because guys, you might know someone from before. I'm just going to say, you know, in another life. I do believe that, especially as a medium. Lately, they've been showing me like previous lifetimes. So Michael and I knew each other. We lived in County Cork, Ireland, in the late 1800s. We were part of a small group of Jewish people that had fled, he said, fled Germany. People spread out, Jewish people spread out all over the world. Well, there was a very small group we were in County Cork, Ireland, and he said I was a rabbi, and he was a guitar player, and he showed me this like old guitar. It's like wooden, and then it has, I don't know what it's called. If you know what it's called, you can tell me in the comments. It has like it's like a brown sack, kind of shaped like a zeppelin. Yeah, it's just soft. I don't know. No, it's more like just round. Anyway, so he was a guitar player then. He wasn't a singer, just a guitar player. And I was a rabbi, and that makes sense. I've done a lot of Spirit has told me a lot of religious figures and writers. So there was a lot of, he said, anti-Semitism. And this is weird, guys, but Spirit has told me, oh my goodness, that more often than not in my lifetimes, I was Jewish. So that makes a lot of sense, actually. I've had a lot of people think that I was Jewish, and I live in New York, and actually part of my ancestry is Irish, and he said that's no coincidence, and Armenian, which he said my bloodline, they were Jewish. So that's pretty interesting. But also in that lifetime, because of the anti-Semitism, he was taken out in that lifetime too. And he says that those are patterns, like your good patterns and your bad patterns. He says it's very complicated, but we do have patterns, and it is true. Like if you have phobias and birthmarks and memories and just a knowing, he's saying to explore that, guys, because you can get through some trauma. He's saying, yeah, like eating disorders, as people starving themselves, they may have been starved in another lifetime, or binge eating, people, that's what he's saying. Like some people starve themselves because they were starved, or you binge eat because you were starved, and it's that feeling of lack. He's saying it's so common, saying these are very common things, guys. And this is another thing you hear of people passing young. Well, they were secret, I don't want to say the word, but they starved themselves, or they binged and purged, or binged and were heavy, and then would start, some people go on a cycle of starving themselves, or they have exercise bulimia. Robin Williams he's swaggering in. He's like, is someone talking about bulimia? So Robin Williams says yes at some points in his life, not always, because he's like, reminds everyone how happy I was, because that's a big thing. You can watch the Robin Williams video. He was pretty happy most of his life. He had some, dark times, but he's saying he did have exercise bulimia, and he's saying, guys, Robin's now talking. He's saying it's really, really bad for your system. It doesn't matter how much you exercise or if you diet, like your body is not designed to digest a lot of food at once. It will catch up to you. Your body's not designed to starve. And, you know, it's very common. And they're saying it's so sad, guys, because they really want people to work through these issues. As many people, and they're saying no one in this world is unscathed. Like people you think are have it all, everyone's got something they're fighting against. So anyway, you know, Michael is, he wants to have fun right now and talk and laugh about things, but you know, he said he has come to other readers. He's really worried about his daughter. He's worried about other people. He would like people, you know, if you a good way to honor him and other people who have passed is to help people out in your life. Be aware. Again, he's coming to me because I'm a medium, but also I'm into the study of narcissism and abuse and scapegoating, and he would like you all to study that and try to prevent that from happening. And of course, if anyone is in any contact with Tiger Lily, please you know, have her watch this video. Watch out for her safety. Watch out for also, he's saying just some of the people that she's surrounding herself with are not the best for her. He would like her to continue her music though. He just wants her to do her music, and he's saying it's really hard because she doesn't have a really good roadmap of like who is safe and who isn't. But she also she really needs to be concerned about the person that took them all out. And I'm going to, I'm not sure Paula's thinking about me doing a video, but Peaches Geldof really wants me to do a video with her in it. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm sorry guys, I've been driving them crazy because I've been talking, I've been just really preoccupied with a few things and worried about a few things. And so I've been channeling Michael, but I've been occupying spirit with questions about other things. And then I made that video when I was so tired, but I think this one's better. I'm gonna watch it, and I think I kind of made it make more sense. Which is like the hardest part is communicating to you all. But anyway, you know, leave if you have any questions. I've just hit about just a little over 300 subscribers, so I can answer your questions. I can talk to Michael, or, you know, anyone else I've channeled. But I really want to thank Michael for coming in and spending time with me. And he looks amazing. And Paula's wearing all white. She has like red lipstick. And Peaches, she is wearing kind of like this blue dress with Hawaiian flowers on it now. And she's tan. And she's happy. She just wanted to come through and let people know, like, it's serious. That's why she was wearing black before. She's also wearing red lipstick. What a beautiful family. But anyway, they're saying, yeah, it's bittersweet. Like, they all had amazing lives, but they had people in their lives that were like sucking the joy out of their lives, undermining them, blocking their success, and then eventually they were taken out. So that's pretty serious. But anyway, I hope you all found this informative, and please give respect to, let's clap for Michael Hutchence, Polly Yates, and Peaches Geldof. And if you'd like to respect Michael, listen to INXS. And he's just saying peace out. He knows it's hard for me to wrap things up and say goodbye. All right, bye guys. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.